Namaskar Cambridgians. Today I am going to demonstrate the test for copper ions. Copper belongs to group second in salt analysis. For that one, we have to follow the protocol of salt analysis. In the cation analysis, we always start with the test from group 0. For group 0, we need to take a pinch of salt. Now, I am using copper sulfate salt. As you can see that it is blue color salt. The reason is only that one. Copper belongs to transition element, D block element. So, it has a particular color. For group 0 test, we need to take a pinch of salt. Now, I am going to add some amount of concentrated sodium hydroxide. And let us try to detect the smell of ammonia. As there is no smell of ammonia, it indicates that group 0 is absent. Now we will proceed for group 1 test. For group 1, we require OS of the salt. For that, I have already prepared the original solution of the salt by dissolving salt in distilled water. In this OS, the group reagent for group 1 is dilute hydrochloric acid, because the salt, if it contains group 1, it reacts with hydrochloric acid and the chloride salts of this group can easily be precipitated out as their solubility product is less. As you can see that there is no precipitate formation, it indicates that group 1 is absent. Now we will further proceed for group 2. For group 2, we need to pass hydrogen sulfide gas in the solution. Instead of taking hydrogen sulfide, we can use ammonium sulfide also, because our concentration is to separate out the sulfide ions. These sulfide ions will react with the cations and there is a formation of copper sulfide if group 2 is present. So, if we add some amount of ammonium sulfide, brown color precipitate is formed, which indicates that group 2 is present. Now, we will further proceed for the confirmatory test for the copper ions. For this one, we need to dissolve this precipitate in 50% nitric acid solution. What is 50% nitric acid solution? It is nothing else but 1 ml of nitric acid dissolved in the same amount of water. So that is 50% nitric acid solution. When we dissolve PPT with nitric acid, it is not completely dissolved as heating is required. For that one, we need to heat this solution. For that, you need to use one holder, test tube holder, and heat the solution till it becomes colorless. A little bit care is required while heating the chemicals in the lab. To avoid bumping, we need to just remove the test tube from the flame . As we can see that the color of the solution is now turning to the transparent. More heating is required. We need to heat the solution till it becomes colorless. Now almost colorless. We need to turn off the flame and let the solution be cooled. I am taking a small amount of transferring the solution into the another test tube. Now the next step is to add ammonium hydroxide solution in this one. Here we need to take care that ammonium hydroxide always be mixed with the solution once it is completely cooled down. The reason is only that one. When we add ammonium hydroxide in hot solution, ammonia will escape out. So this you need to take care. Once it becomes cooled down, I am just cooling the solution by using tap water also. As it is cooled, now we can add ammonium hydroxide solution and observe the changes. When we add ammonium hydroxide solution, it becomes a little bit deep coloration appears. Now, second conformity test, when we add potassium ferrocyanide, which is used for the conformity test of the copper ions, brown color precipitate, chocolate brown color precipitate will form due to the formation of a complex compound. Now, here the brown color precipitate is formed, which confirms the presence of copper ion in the given salt. Thank you.